Hello friends, and welcome back to another virtual story time with Miss Liz. Today we're reading a book about nature. So I found a sort of natural place in Philadelphia. Behind me is the Schuylkill River. You'll see that there is still highways and lots of loud noises, but it's the best that I can do in the city right now. So together we're going to enjoy a story about another sort of natural place. This is a book called Hiking Day. It's by Anne Rockwell and illustrated by Lizzie Rockwell. I hope you'll enjoy the adventures in this book. Hiking Day by Anne Rockwell, illustrated by Lizzie Rockwell. Look at this beautiful scene. A little bit different than what is behind me, however. Today, my mother, father, and I are going to climb Hickory Hill. That's the mountain I see from my window. It looks like a mountain to me, but everyone calls it Hickory Hill. I put on my sturdy sneakers, I find my floppy hat, and I fill my water bottle. These are just some of the things that you need for a day of hiking. I see Dad is putting some bug spray into his backpack. A very good idea. The ride from our house to Hickory Hill takes about 20 minutes. As we drive, I see fewer and fewer houses and more tall trees. As soon as we park the car, we check the map to see which trail to follow. There are so many choices. Trails are like paths cut through the woods. We choose the red trail because red is my favorite color. The minute we step onto the trail, we are surrounded by tall trees. We can't see the sky. The ground is covered with leaves and ferns, and it looks like the inside of my mother's terrarium. A terrarium is a small garden made inside of a glass vessel. I can hear my sneakers crunching the ground. It is so quiet in the forest. As we climb higher up Hickory Hill, a fat toad leaps in front of us. Croak, croak, ribbit, ribbit, he says. I kneel down to look at him. His colors match the floor of the woods and the tree bark. Hey, says my father, where is the trail marker? Uh-oh, Mom says, where can it be? Are we lost, I wonder? We look at the tall tree trunks around us. Then we notice a prickly porcupine slowly climbing the tree. As she moves up the trunk, I see a red mark appear. I found it, I cry. Trail markers are often colorful marks left on trees to help hikers find their way through the woods. We begin hiking again. I hear a loud tap, 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 tap. It sounds like someone is using a hammer. A little chipmunk puts a hickory nut in her mouth and scurries through the leaves. Getting ready for winter, my father says. I can see some more hikers moving through the forest over here, and something on this tree that might be making the tap, tap, tap sound. Can you see it too? The tap, tap, tap gets louder. My mother points up and I see a woodpecker making a hole in a tree. He's looking for insects hiding inside, she tells me. He uses his beak to make the hole bigger and find good things to eat. Bugs! Yuck, say Dad and I. You might not like to eat bugs, but woodpeckers love them. We see some yellow mushrooms and red berries growing on a bush. But that beautiful, friendly toad is gone. Maybe he decided to hike down Hickory Hill instead of hiking up with us. I guess we'll find out. Soon, we stop for a drink, and all of a sudden, I know that someone is looking at me. Can you see who? I slowly turned to see a deer with wide antlers. That's called a buck. A male deer grows big antlers. He leaps away so fast that nobody sees him but me. Sometimes when you're in nature, you too might have a special experience with some animal. The more we walk, the more I notice the trees are not so tall. The ground is rockier, and now I can see bits of blue sky and even an airplane flying across the sky. Suddenly, the ground below my feet isn't the woodland floor. It is a big, flat rock. We're at the summit, my father tells me, the top of Hickory Hill. We did it, I say, and look at that view. We sit down on the sunny, warm rock, and guess who jumps up with us? Ribbit, ribbit. It's that friendly, fat toad. And that, my friends, is the end of the story. I love the story of hiking day, and it contains so many of my favorite parts of being in the outdoors. I thank you all for joining me today on the banks of the Schuylkill River, a different kind of nature in the city. I will see you all soon for more great books. Thanks for watching.